green and we're racing. Swart makes full use of his pole position. A blinding start from Phil Armour in the white number 2 car. Oh, Jetu runs wide and sideways in this first corner and is on the 3rd place. Armour looks for a way past Swart. Never easy and certainly not on his home circuit. Tracker sets Millard in the red number 3 car in his sights. Moves, Gerard Trackers in 5th place. Race leader Klaus Swart is in the pits. Armour inherits the lead. Trackers past Collins. Roscoe continues to climb and Coronado have 3 cars in the top 5. I see a little smoke on the top. I see a lot of smoke. Jetu's Ford engine has let go, and that'll be the end for Coronado car 5. The field passes the slowing Jetu. Roscoe puts the jump on Collins as we move into the final laps. Disappointing for Ike Jetu, one of the most likeable characters in sports cars, but things are still looking good for Coronado. Tracky and Roscoe run side by side. I hope that's a team plan. There's too much at stake to let any personal rivalry jeopardize the team. Roscoe looks down the inside of Tracker. A friendly gesture, I hope. Roscoe's very late on the brakes. I don't understand it. He's trying to pass Track. They touch! I can't believe this is happening. Both cars are heading for the gravel trap. This is the last lap.
Unbelievable.
That's the word for it.
We're running out of races.
Yep.
I mean, what do you have to do to win? What the bloody hell do you have to do to win? And as for that idiot!
Now, Mac, you can't blame it all on Sam. My engine blew up.
We still had first and second.
I know, but he won't learn if he doesn't make mistakes.
Well, he's not making any more mistakes on my time. I just fired him.
Oh, great. Gary flattens him and you fire him. So what are we going to do now?
We still have 2 reserve drivers. You know the guys in the green suits with the helmets?
I know. Neither one as good as the man you just fired.
All right. We have a problem.
Yeah, I reckon.
Tell me what you need.
What I need is a driver who knows what he's doing.
Do you have someone in mind?
Maybe, but it's a real long shot.
Listen, if it's a question of money, don't even think about it, because I am in so deep I did it before I can do it again.
We don't need money. At this point, we need a bloody miracle.
All right? Go and get me a miracle.
Watch where you're going, you bloody drunken creep.
Madam, I may be a creep, but I am not drunk. I am nicely not quite sober.
I think you owe the lady an apology.
Madam, I apologize for my unseemly behavior. And when I want your opinion, I will ask for it.
Drunken hats off.
I am not drunk at all. How dare you call me drunk?
Mr. McAlpine, allow me.
I could give her a real welcome.
Gary, steady on.
What a waste of a good-looking woman.
Don't push your luck.
Hey, you want to tell me how to treat women? I tell you how to drive.
All right. Hello, Beth. Welcome to Holland.
Nice to see you, Ike. Gary.
Beth, you look gorgeous. Next time I'll join you on the train. We'll have a few laughs, because these guys are no fun to travel with.
Okay, Harlow. You can tie up your loose ends and go talk to your gutter.
Well. Tommy Hagen. I thought you'd retired.
Well, can afford to retire completely. You know, I see them all. Movie stars destroying themselves, politicians humiliating themselves. But it's people like you who depress me the most. People with a talent. You were a great driver. You still would be great. You could be an inspiration again. People could still want to be like you. Instead, they thank God they're not like you. Not one tiny little bit.
Hello? Anybody home? Johnny? Johnny? You awake? G'day.
Ike. Is that you?
Yeah, it's me, mate. Hey, John. How are you?
It's good to see you.
Yeah, you too.
No, really. Really good. Huh?
Yep. You all right?
Yeah. Well, that's cause for a celebration.
Okay.
Yeah. For old times, huh?
Well, I was hoping to talk about new times.
Oh, you too. Moral rearmament. Alcoholics Anonymous. Well, I have news for you, pal. I am not an alcoholic. I am a drunkard. And one of the best drunkards you're likely to find. And if you want to reform me, you can go to hell.
Well, it looks like that's where you're headed, not me.
I'm already there.
I didn't come here to fight you, Johnny. Let go.
I said let go!
You want to know why I did come? Huh? Well, you clean yourself up. Then maybe we'll talk.
Don't you have a home to go to?
I'm sorry, Johnny. Maybe I shouldn't have come.
Yeah, maybe you shouldn't.
Okay, so you've done time, lost most of your money, and now you're drinking yourself to death?
You have no idea.
No idea about what?
The sentence. Just imagine those words. Manslaughter. And all the time, across the courtroom, a little boy is watching. The boy whose mum and dad are dead. And his brother. And he's only there now because he had a cold and couldn't go. And then the prison.
A few months?
A few months. Felt like a lifetime. And every day looking at the faces of those guys inside. Guys who had nothing. Never will have anything. And I had everything, Ike. I had everything, and I pissed it away in a few stupid, irresponsible seconds.
All right, it must have been terrible.
Terrible.
But we've all done things we're ashamed of, Johnny. Some bigger than others, sure. And we have to live with them every day, but we live. Have you thought that maybe you and that 8-year-old kid weren't meant to go yet? That just maybe you're still here for a reason? Or some purpose?
Speech over.
Speech over.
You said you came here for a reason. What was it?
Well, I'm in trouble. I need your help.
Oh, for God's sake, Ike. Why didn't you say so before? I don't have any real use for this.
What?
Why, it's about $7 grand. Here.
I don't need money.
Take it, Ike.
That's not it.
Well, what else do I have to offer?
Experience, incredible skill and nerve.
No.
Yes, I need a driver. I want it to be you.
No, Ike.
There are 2 more races this season, Warsaw and Prague.
No way.
For the first time in Eastern Europe, the people there can't wait to see us, Johnny. They can't wait to feel the excitement you used to give. If you can get yourself in shape in time for Warsaw...
Get in shape? You're going out of your mind. Look at me.
Yes,
I'm pathetic.
I'll help you. I'll go on the wagon, do whatever you have to do, step by step. You come and stay at my place. Hell, if you're not an alcoholic, what's the big deal?
I'm frightened.
It's all right to be frightened, Johnny. Just say you'll try. If not for yourself, then for me. Just say you'll try. Please, Johnny.
Counting. 2. You lost.
Go.
35.
Right, walk it out. Cool down.
Ike tells me you've been training together. Yes, we've been running, working out.
Oh, well, that's very good of you. Very good. He certainly needs the exercise.
Oh, thanks, Mac. You can't have too much of a good thing, you know.
I'm not so sure Mr. Harlow would agree with that. Would you, John? Oh, I'm sorry. Do you mind if I call you John?
Yes, of course. Well, I don't know whether...
Sorry?
About having too much of a good thing, I don't know whether I really would agree with you. No, thank you.
Thanks, Claudia.
Thank you. You're not drinking, John?
Mac,
What?
I told you.
No. I'm not drinking.
Oh, that's a pity. Rather good champagne.
Yes, I'm sure it is, but, well, I'm not thirsty.
Now, that's unusual. A man who needs a reason to drink.
I had a problem, so I stopped.
Oh, that's splendid. That is admirable. I'm impressed. What? Just like that?
Johnny's been working hard to get back in shape. He's looking forward to a drive.
Oh, yes, of course. Yes, I remember you saying. You used to drive?
Yeah, that's right.
And you gave that up, too?
I don't know what the hell you're playing at, Mac, but this man was twice world champion. He doesn't need this crap from you.
I know precisely what Mr. Harlow needs. He needs someone like you to pick him up, dust him off, and put him back in the driving seat of one of my cars just so he can prove to himself he can still do it. Am I right, Mr. Harlow? And what Mr. Harlow needs most of all at this moment in time is to smack me right in the teeth and then have a good, stiff drink. Am I right, Mr. Harlow?
You're wrong about the drink.
That's very good. That's very good. I'm often wrong, Mr. Harlow. But only for a purpose. Life, like racing, like a lot of things, is about self-control, and you're obviously not short of that.
It's also about taking chances. And you just took a big one.
Oh, yeah. But you see, that's what I'm good at. Welcome aboard.
That's nearly 2 tenths faster than the lap record.
Right. What do you think?
It's impressive.
He's come a long way in a short time, that's for sure.
You've done well, both of you.
I think he's ready.
I'm not so sure.
Why not?
What I'm seeing is a demonstration. One man, one car, an empty track. What's he going to be like with a little competition? What's he going to be like with a lot of competition?
Well, there's only one way to find out. Put him in a race. I mean, why else have we been going through all this? I'm telling you, Mac, he'll give us our best chance.
It'd be a miracle.
That's what you asked for, right?
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much indeed. And now I'd like you to meet a man who's been instrumental in opening up Eastern Europe, a man who will now become part of Team Coronado's very exciting future. Would you please welcome Paul Vincent?
Poland, Hungary, Romania, Slovakia, Russia itself, the new independent states.
Mike?
Hello, Peter.
What are you doing back here?
I don't know. I just thought I'd make sure everything's all right.
All these years I've known you, and still you double-check.
Yeah, well, it's a big race for us. Especially for Johnny.
Don't worry. The cars are in great shape.
All tucked up, nice and safe?
You bet. Good night, right?
See you tomorrow.
This is for you. Lady Luck.
Hi, Gary.
Hi.
Got a minute?
I'll be right there.
Now?
Excuse me. Who was that guy? What guy?
The guy who just gave you the big handout. Who was he?
Oh, he just lent me money.
I don't buy that. I don't know what you've got yourself involved in, but I promise you, I'm going to find out.
But what?
Johnny, give me a second. Listen,
Thanks.
last night, something happened that...
Yeah, coming.
It's bugging me. I'm really just going to be fine.
This is Johnny Harlow, the man who is going to win the race. Now,
Come on in, there's someone I want you to meet.
Paul! I'd like you to meet my wife, Beth. Beth, this is Paul Vincent, who is looking for major sponsorship for us in Prague.
Delighted.
Hello.
Gary?
Yeah?
I'm worried. There's something going on around here. I think Mac may be involved.
Involved in what?
Well, I don't know for sure. Tell me what you think about this. Last night, kids were snooping around. I don't know who it was. They got away.
Lights go to green. Swan steals the first corner from pole position Mancura. Field follow, Taylor, Atkin, Greensaw, and we have to look a long way back, either the sidecar or Collins or any of the Bernardo cars. Something that I'm sure will change with the coming laps. Chetu and Harlow move through the field. Harlow follows Chetu past Collins and Armour. Chetu laps Millett, with Harlow looking comfortable behind his teammate. Tracker remains on the same lap as Chetu, but seems unable to do anything to further his teammates. It's wonderful to watch them carve their way to the front, and I'm sure McAlpine and his team are feeling very good about it. Harlow seems to have adapted well to these heavier sports cars from his days in Formula One. I'm sure you all remember his dazzling passing maneuvers that secured him the World Championship for the second time at the Japanese Grand Prix some years ago. And Chetu passes Armour and takes the lead, while Harlow bides his time, wisely waiting for the opportunity to take second. I hope there are some clear team orders after the nightmare that we all witnessed 2 weeks ago at Sandford. And Harlow passes Armour and takes second, once again making it a Coronado 1-2. Harlow looks down the inside of Chetu. There's no room there, and as they are getting on some back markers, Harlow has a good sense to tuck in behind his teammate. Round out, Chetu and Harlow continue to dominate the race. Is this going to be the victory that McAlpine is waiting for? Chetu seems to be running wide. It's not like him, he's on the grass. He's riding 150 miles an hour on the grass. He seems to be completely out of control. Oh my God, he has just kicked car 53. There's been a huge explosion, ladies and gentlemen. This is terrible. The fire, the worst nightmare of racing drivers. This is Harlow stopping. He's stopped. He seems to be abandoning the race. Ladies and gentlemen, this is absolutely terrible. The red flags are waving all across the field. The race has been stopped. I've never seen such a horrific accident in all the races I've watched. A gigantic fireball. Harlow is running towards his teammates.
A man's life. For what? It's so meaningless.
He was doing what he wanted to do.
How do you think Harlow's gonna deal with this?
I don't know. Who the hell are you?
Dunetskaya.
What?
Alexis Dunetskaya from St. Petersburg. You must be Mr. Harlow.
Something wrong with the bell?
Doorbells don't usually wake dead men.
Yeah, well, I'm very much alive. Out.
Excuse me. If I had known you were living here, I would have made an appointment.
Yeah, well, you wouldn't have got one. Why are you breaking into this house anyway, huh?
The inquest said the accident was Jetu's fault. I don't believe it.
Yeah, well, I don't either. What's that to do with you?
I'm a journalist.
Oh, you're a journalist, are you? Oh, get the hell out of here. I don't want you people digging through Ike's life. Now, out!
Mr. Harlow, I have film of what happened. If you don't want to see it, I can...
Run it back. There. It's all so indistinct. I just wish there was a way of getting it clearer.
Like this?
Oh, that's amazing. Who did those enhancements?
Friends in St. Petersburg.
Oh, come on, St. Petersburg.
You think Russia is all mafia and chaos and bloodlines, huh? Western propaganda. They have the best technology in the world.
They?
We. See? Machine is at fault. It's a puncture.
No, it just looks that way. No, that's not a normal puncture at all. See, in a normal puncture, there is a sudden break in the tire's integrity and it just shreds. That's not what's happening there. What's happening there is a sudden loss of air. Tire comes loose from the rim. Being a rear-wheel drive, car loses its balance and, well, at speeds like that, it's uncontrollable.
Is it, or is it not an accident? It is very important that I know.
It's very important that I know, too. Peter Jacobson, our team manager, says there was nothing wrong with the car before or after. I had to show this to McAlpine and the police. Can I hold on to it?
No, it is my only copy, but I will make you one. Here is my card. And now I must go.
Well, it's been a pleasure.
Hey.
Good morning.
Hi. What do you say if when the season is over, win or lose, we go away somewhere together, like we used to?
I love it.
Come here.
I'll tell you what. Now, here's an idea. Why don't you find somewhere wonderful, blindfold me, and when we get there, take the blindfold off, and if I like it too, maybe we'll never come back.
That'll be the day.
Told Jacobson about two men nosing around the pits. Too much at risk to have someone sabotage the cars. Mentioned it to Gary, too. He tells me I worry too much.
Warsaw. Very confused. I'm sure something is going on that's not quite kosher. Again, a stranger in the pits. This time, I'm sure the something is bad. Must tell Mac everything. The rest is blank.
Must tell Mac everything. Wonder why I didn't.
Probably thought you had too much on your mind.
Oh, you were right. You were right. Sabotage and murder.
Mac, I want to get the bastards who did it.
So do I! You think you're the only one who cares? You think you have some kind of monopoly on grief? Well, he wasn't just a driver, he was my friend. We put this whole thing together and made it work while he was still falling off bar stools.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, John. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. Oh, don't worry. It's probably true. I fell off a lot of stools. So what now?
What now?
There has to be a police investigation.
You'll need more than that. You will need tangible evidence. You'll need proof.
What about Ike's tire imploding on video?
You've seen that?
Yes. Forwards, backwards, slow motion, freeze frame.
Then why the hell didn't you say so in the first place?
Because I knew exactly what you would do. I knew you would shut down to protect everybody. And that would be the wrong thing to do. As long as we go on racing, they will try again, and that is what we want.
That's what we want! And who goes next? You? Takia?
Let me make you an offer that you can't refuse. I'll get that video. You take it to the police. That'll start an investigation. And with an investigation, we get protection. With protection, we go on racing. And we win the season. Without it, we have nothing.
Pull out of Prague? Why?
It's too risky.
Risky? I don't understand you. Of course it's risky. All motor racing's risky. That's what the drivers get paid for.
That's a calculated risk. Murder is different.
What are you talking about?
When a car is sabotaged and a driver is killed, that's murder.
Let's Ah, that's what this is all about. It's still on your mind. Look, Mac, I know he was your right-hand man and a fine driver.
He was also my friend.
Yes, of course, he was a good man, but unlucky. I mean, I know it was a tragedy, but it was an accident, no more. I mean, the investigating committee found that he was at fault. I know it's difficult.
They didn't have all the facts. There's evidence. New evidence. His car was sabotaged.
What new evidence?
Well, that will be given to the police. There'll be a full investigation now.
Well, of course, if the new evidence is significant...
It is.
Then you must help in any way, but I just can't believe that anybody could...
Kill? For the championship? No. No. Neither can I. But as long as the possibility exists, I can't ask anyone to put their life on the line.
No. Have you told them yet?
Not yet.
Maybe you should give them the choice. I mean, maybe they would want to take the risk for Ike, for the team.
Would you?
All my life, I have always believed that to gain everything, you must risk everything.
Yes. I'm sure.
Mac, we mustn't live in the past. Let's look to the future.
And there you are.
Hi. I'm trying to capture that play of light and the reflections in the water. God, I've been here for 2 hours. Are you okay?
I'm just a bit tired. Listen, I'm gonna take the boat out for about an hour. I've got a couple of things to sort out.
Anything I can help you with?
Not until I've weighed all the options. That holiday, we were gonna go away and never come back. Gotta tell you, it's a very serious option.
Beth.
Hi. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm fine. I need to see the boss. Is he around?
No, he just went out on the boat.
Oh, damn it. Well, maybe if I run around the lake, I can catch his eye.
Well, there's a phone. Do you want to call from the house?
Oh, yeah, great. You mind? No. Thanks. Hi, Skipper, it's John. Mac? Mac, are you all right? Mac, talk to me. Mac! Beth! Beth, something's wrong with Mac!
Mac! Mac! Mac! Mac!
Mac!
God, he's in trouble.
It was a massive coronary. I'm so sorry.
Mrs. McAlpine, may I offer my sincere condolences?
Thank you.
I was sort of looking forward to working with Mac. What do you think you'll do now?
I have no idea. I haven't given it much thought.
If it would help, I'd be happy to discuss relieving you of the responsibilities of Coronado.
You mean you want to buy it?
Well, I know this is hardly the time.
Quite frankly, there is no better time. But the value, it's completely tied up in debt.
Yes, I'm aware that there are problems, but I really believe in the future of the team. That's why I came on board. Look, shall I, have my people talk to your people, as they say?
I don't see why not.
Good. Well, once again, I'm so sorry.
Thank you.
They all want to know what's going to happen.
What if I sell and try to protect everyone's job?
That's an option.
I may have found someone to buy me out of the whole mess.
Guy at the piano.
He's an agent Mac was using to get Eastern European sponsorships.
Why don't you have a go yourself? You're bright, dynamic.
I am just trying to do what's best for everyone. I don't know how to run this team.
You'll learn. Ray's a terrific designer. Peter seems loyal to a fault. The rest are top-notch.
And there's no spare cash.
There must be enough to get to Prague. And if we win...
And if we don't?
I doubt Coronado will be worth any the less. Patents have a value. Do what you want. And I'm sure the team will stand behind you either way.
Mac never quit. Not on anybody or anything. You know that. He fought hard to keep this team together, and it meant everything to him. Well, that's good enough for me. I'm willing to work hard and to learn. The next race is in Prague. I can't think of one good reason why we shouldn't be there. You didn't like my speech?
On the contrary, I thought it was great. Mac would have been proud of you.
You're leaving?
Well, just to Amsterdam. Ike's folks are letting me stay on at his place until I get back on my feet. I thought I'd go and say goodbye to the old houseboat and bring back some stuff.
Then the drive will do you good.
Oh, I know. I need the practice. Beth. Don't you think the incidence of accidents around here is getting just a little high?
The committee released its findings. The doctor was perfectly clear about his. Look, it's a bad time. Let's not make it any worse.
Well, I thought you'd rather know what was in my head than not. Will you do something for me?
What?
Just be very careful.
Okay. You too.
Glad to see you looking so well.
Well, I finally learned how to tie my own shoelaces. But, Tom, you didn't ask me to come and see you so I could tell you what a big boy I am.
True. You see, I had a visit from a very unusual and attractive young lady.
Nothing unusual about that. You're not as old as you look.
She said she was a journalist, and she said you didn't believe Jetu's death was an accident.
Dunetska?
She said Dunetskaya.
Dunetskaya?
She's full of surprises.
She also showed me a tape of the accident.
Good. Does that mean that you're out of retirement? Back in action?
No, not over an officially closed racetrack accident that happened in Poland. Or the death of James McAlpine in Luxembourg.
Go on.
I'm investigating the murder of a Russian diamond dealer in Amsterdam.
And do you think there's some kind of connection?
Could be. Could be not. If I can positively connect that murder to those accidents, I'm on the case.
That's good news, Tom. Because I really want to clear Ike's name.
Count the zeros, Claudette. That is $5 million. Miscellaneous income. Where the hell did it come from?
I don't know.
Do we have a sleeping partner that only Mac knew about?
Maybe you should let sleeping partners lie. That's what James would have done.
Listen. You're the man, you fix it.
I drive, I don't fix. Been trying to phone you.
Oh, I gave you the wrong number by mistake. I forgot the cards were the printers.
St. Petersburg?
How did you guess?
How indeed. And you don't work for Eurosport magazine either. They've never heard of you.
They don't like me anymore ever since I asked to be paid in dollars. They like to pay in echoes. I only like dollars. They make sense.
No, they don't.
What?
Cents make dollars, not the other way around. Something you're going to have to get to grips with if you're going to be a capitalist.
Then you teach me. After all, I am just a poor, ignorant Russian girl.
You're neither poor nor ignorant, and I'm not even sure you're Russian. What are you doing here anyway?
I have more questions about Jetu's accident.
Well, you better come inside and call a repairman, and you can clean yourself up.
Wait. You don't have any inside.
How do you know?
I'm an expert.
Oh, you know where the shower is.
Pour me a drink. So how long is it since you made yourself one?
Do you want to know to the exact second?
It is good. I like a man to stay upright.
I think you mean sober.
No, I mean upright.
No, not like that. Don't be daft. Can they teach you Russian girls anything? Oil and water and all that? What you need?
Oh, how do you use that?
Thought you were the expert.
No. You show me.
Huh? You rub it on. And then rub it off. So, what are these questions that you had about Ike's death?
I have pictures in my file.
Oh, yeah?
Pictures of the wheel of Jetu's car.
Where did you get them?
From the wreckage.
Oh, come on. It's a complete write-off.
No, it wasn't. I'll show you.
Excuse me. see? Rub it on and then rub it off. Excuse me.
You see the bolts? They all have wear and tear from the track. Except this one and this one. They are like new. What does this mean?
Well, it confirms what I always thought.
Well, why would anybody want to kill him?
I don't know. Maybe they didn't. Maybe they just wanted to put him out of action. You know, sabotage aside, Ike's death was very unlucky. But, you know, the question isn't why, it's who. Who would want to kill him? I mean, he'd have a bad burn in his body.
Maybe one of these people. Do you recognize any of them?
No. Who are they?
All leading players in the Russian mafia.
Terrific. The Russian mafia. Yeah, and the rest. Oh, good. He was quick.
So, what's the problem?
Probably not very serious, but I have a problem with the sparking. You look anyway? I get the key.
It's okay. You left them in the car.
Yes, this is an emergency.
19, rouge impéré de face.
Antoine, au
Rien,
credit, please.
au numéro.
Many thanks, Frederick. It's good to be working with you again.
It's been a long time.
I was told this was Mr. Harlow's room. I'm Beth McAlpine.
Oh, Miss McAlpine. I'm Tom Hagen. I'm afraid you can't go in. He is heavily sedated.
But he'll be all right.
Yes, I hope so.
Jurisdiction, aren't you, Mr. Hagen?
Technically, yes, for the moment. But it looks as if we may be caught up in something that crosses many frontiers.
Would you be willing to share some information with me? The girl with him, how does she figure into all of this?
Oh, the Russian girl. She's a complete mystery. I thought that perhaps you might know who she is.
All I know is enough to be very scared.
Which I think makes you very wise, Miss McAlpine.
Claudette, I am mystified again. What are these payments? They appear regularly for almost 2 years.
I can't say just off the top of my head. I'd have to go through the whole file again in orientation.
Well, would you do that for me, please? Right now, while I'm at the bank?
Please, Beth, I've got to process the documentation of all the new devices for the patent
That is not
office.
the priority right now. Please, just do as I say and have it for me when I get back.
Come in.
A visitor for you, Mr. Harlow.
How are you doing?
Well, you don't look too bad.
No, just some superficial bruising and a dose of shock.
That's very good. You won't need these then.
Take care of this little flower. Give a little water.
No problem.
Johnny, what happened?
Well, just a whacking blade explosion in the drive.
I heard.
This time, Gary, I do not think it was an accident.
What do you mean? Well, if... Who you think could have done something like that?
I have no idea. What are your thoughts?
I don't know.
But just that Ike had mentioned to me that he had told you about people, strangers, nosing around the pits, that sort of thing.
Yeah, he did. But, you know, Ike, he was always afraid that some rival pro sport company would steal our design features or something, you know.
Yeah.
Herr Zweig, someone gave my husband $5 million. Who was it?
I don't know.
So when someone gives my husband enough money to bail out a third world country, with no strings attached, no interest, no record of it, I would like to know what really is going on.
Knabe sprach, ich breche dich, Röslein auf der Heide. Röslein sprach, ich steche dich, dass du ewig denkst an mich. Klein Röslein rot, Röslein auf der Heide.
I love you, Gerhard.
I love you too, Schatzi.
Do you?
Don't you know by now? Sometimes I really wonder.
I think we should get out of here.
For me, there's only you, okay?
Only when a dozen others aren't handy.
Come on, ships that pass in the night. But you and me, we're like a team, baby. Claudette, can I ask you something? Could you, if you...
Do you owe them again?
Yeah.
I can't keep doing this, Gerhard.
No.
Like, Alpine never checked the accounts. His wife is different. She's already onto the anomalies of the figures.
I know, but that doesn't matter. None of that matters anymore. Because after the race, we are going on a long vacation. Just you and me. Have you ever been to Barbados? Hmm?
I've had a reply from Moscow intelligence. It seems that the business card your Russian friend gave you is the address of a Moscow bank. Her fingerprints don't exist in any file. The only Alexis Donetskaya they could trace was a minor Russian poet who died in 1904.
Well, I knew she wasn't telling me the truth. Well, then she has to be KGB, but why, Tom? I mean, what could she be investigating? And since when had the KGB been interested in motor racing?
One of the questions we'll ask her when she wakes up.
I'm sorry if I snapped earlier.
That's all right.
Did you have any luck with the figures?
Beth, I don't know why I tried to hide it from you.
What? Who were the payments for?
Advances. I didn't want you to have more to worry about, but he's in there and he's in trouble again.
Who? Gary?
Yes, he has a gambling problem, and James would give him a lecture and then lend him money against his salary, and it has happened again.
Gary.
Look at me. Dear Beth, what you see before you is a miserable excuse for a human being. A blind fool who believes a roulette table is the answer to his problems. How anyone could be so naive, so idiotic, is a mystery. I am ashamed. I deserve to be horsewhipped.
Get up, Gary. As you're aware, I know very little about cars or racing.
It will be my privilege, my pleasure to teach you.
But I am still in charge here. I would hate to lose you, Gary. You're one of our very best drivers. You're popular, amusing, and, so I'm told, great fun to be with.
Yes.
But I must say that if you ever come in here again, hoping that a childish attempt to overwhelm me with what I consider a very dubious charm will persuade me to pay your debts, then you and I will cease to communicate. When communication is lost, Gary, so is trust. With no trust, there can be no respect.
Yeah, of course.
Here's 1 month's salary in advance. Ask for it again, and you're fired.
Thank you.
Hi, boss. I was going to call you.
They let you go, or did you check yourself out?
Yeah, well, that is my style, but no, I'm officially released. A bit banged up, but I'll be all right for Prague.
You'll have to get a medical. I don't know if you should be allowed to drive after such a shock.
Don't worry, I'll be all right.
God, Johnny, it's so hard. It's so far over my head.
Look out, Pine. It seems like you need a drink. Come inside. Pomerol 64. It was Ike's favorite. He didn't want to throw it away, and he didn't trust anybody to look after it for him. I think you'll enjoy it. But I'm afraid you're going to have to help me open it because I have completely wrecked my wrist. Hello?
Hi, Johnny. It's me, Gary.
Oh, hi, Gary.
Listen, I wanted to talk to you before we leave for Prague.
Sure, when?
Well, anytime, Johnny. What about right away?
What now?
Yeah, I'm not far away. Can I come over?
Gary, your timing is not...
It's okay. Go on.
No, forget that. No. Come right over.
Great.
Sorry.
I've made a few interesting discoveries. Mainly, an anonymous donation made to Coronado that bailed Mac out of bankruptcy.
Well, better Coronado than some obscure political party. But do you think it has anything to do with the sabotage?
I don't know.
Seems that every answer I get leads me to 10 more questions.
Well, that's not bad for a dead person.
What do you mean?
Well, there's only one Alexis Dunetskaya on record, and she died in 1904.
So you know about that. Very clever, Mr. Bond.
Why did you lie to me?
I don't usually leave my name and telephone number when I break into someone's house.
Come on now, you're a smart girl. Why do you choose such an uncommon name, one that could be traced so easily?
The first thing that came into my mind. When I came to the house, I was thinking about the death of your friend. Dunetskaya wrote a poem. Even on the wings of life, it is death's dark domain of God for which we sweep, and into which we fall. But where and when?
Well, it was nearly there and then for both of us. But I've had enough of all this. I want to know the truth. I want to know what's going on.
What is going on is that you are taking me to Prague.
Oh, I am I? Yeah. Well, that's news to me.
It's only a fire alarm.
There is no fire. They want to kill me.
Who the hell are they?
Hello.
Beth. Hello, it's Paul.
Paul.
Paul Vincent.
Oh, hello, Paul.
Look, I heard there's been another incident with your new driver. A bomb, was it?
Oh, yes, God. They think maybe one of the rival companies is trying to drive us out of business.
God, that's terrible. Well, please understand that you have my total support.
Well, thank you, Paul. I could certainly do with a little more than I'm getting right now.
Hey, who the hell are you?
He's dead. Now do you believe me?
Who is he? Oh, come on, Dunetskaya. Who does he work for?
Don't ask so many questions. Come on.
Well, you're obviously not a member of the Dead Poets Society, though you are good at killing people. Your fingerprints and DNA are not on record anywhere in Russia, nor indeed on the international computers, which probably means that you're KGB.
Look, When the Berlin Wall came down and the East became just another market for the West, a new kind of criminal appeared. They made huge profits from the ruble operation. There's money laundering business all over. Up to $2 billion leave Russia illegally every month.
Dollars make sense.
That is what I am investigating, okay?
And you think the Coronado are involved?
Maybe.
And Carpe? Oh, good God, not Ike.
Not anymore. But everyone is a suspect.
Including me?
Including you.
Claudette! Beth! What on earth are you doing here?
Well, I got scared all alone at home, and I thought you shouldn't go to Prague all alone either.
Oh, God. I'm very happy to see you. I had just convinced myself I was being followed. What compartment are you in?
I'm not. Too late. There was nothing left.
Oh. Why don't you share mine? Oh, come on.
Really?
Yes, I could use the company. Come on.
All right.
Come on, sport. Here we go. Time to go. Come on. Good boy. Here we go. Ah. Alexis? Come on, where are you? Come on, sport.
Hey, Johnny! What are you doing? You're so past it, you need an eye-seeing dog now as a co-driver?
It's very funny, Gary. Shouldn't you be in training?
Well, actually, I am in training for my retirement. I've decided this is going to be my last season, and to celebrate a little, I'm going to win the last race. So, come on, join us. Oh, I forgot. Barman? A glass of Lucozade on ice from a friend here, please.
What's that, sir?
Well, what did they used to drink in those old westerns? What was it? Sarsaparilla. A glass of sarsaparilla, please, from a friend on ice. Make it a double.
There's really no need to make a big deal out of it.
Big deal? Me? It's because you do, Johnny. Look at you. How fine and noble you are. How proud you are that you got the better of the habit. You used to be scared what would happen to you if you couldn't find a drink. And now you're scared what will happen if you do.
I'm not scared.
Come on, then. Let's have a drink, then. Johnny, Dr. Death is going to get you anyway. One way or the other. Come on, let's have a drink. Now, Johnny, show me you're not scared. Let's have a man's drink. If you can stop altogether, you can start again and stop after just one. What'd you bet? Hey, everybody. I'm betting on my pal, Johnny Harlow, that he can just have one drink and not turn back into a lush.
Thanks for the drink.
Good night, guys.
Anytime, Johnny, anytime. Peter, come here. Peter. Come in here, join the party. Come on, let's have a drink. Come on, just one drink.
Okay, just one, Gary. And one for you, then bed.
Can I have
Who was that for?
It's Mr. Harlow, sir.
I think we should start out to know where he is, and these people are waiting 10 minutes. Look for him.
Hello. Thank you. Thank you for coming. Excuse me. Thank you all for coming here today. As you may know, since my husband died, I have taken over the responsibility for running Team Coronado. It is my great regret that he did not live to be a part of the success the team will achieve here in Prague. A success due in no small part to the return to motor racing of Mr. Johnny Harlow, ex-Formula One champion and probably the greatest sports car driver of today. Mr. Harlow, as our lead driver, will be joined by our senior driver, Gerhard Trakia, as well as...
Good morning. Ladies and gentlemen of the world press, citizens of Prague.
Yes, Mr. Harlow.
Oh, my God. Beth McAlpine, you look marvelous.
Mr. Harlow. Mr. Harlow, will you... Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. I am so sorry. The season is finished for Team Coronado. We will be shipping back to Luxembourg immediately.
Ladies and gentlemen, please, just a moment. May I have your attention just for a moment, please? Thank you very much. Mrs. McAlpine is understandably under great pressure and strain, but there is absolutely no reason for her to take this decision. Coronado will race in Prague and will win. Not only that, we will also be racing next season, either under Mrs. McAlpine's leadership or mine. One way or another, this is not an end, this is a new beginning.
Come on,
I want you out of here.
Oh, I'm very, 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 very sorry.
You are a disgrace. My husband gave you a job when all you could do was get arrested, and this is how you pay him back.
But you've got to understand, it's the bloody pressure.
No, Mr. Harlow, it is you. You are a loser, and you are finished here and everywhere else.
Oh, Beth. Beth, please give me one more chance. Oh!
Gary, you are now our lead driver. Take Spinoza and Lang and go over every inch of that course. And do it now. We don't have much time left.
Okay. Son of a bitch.
Oh. Blimey. Did you really have to hit me that hard? You're a mess.
I had to make it look good.
It's okay, don't worry, I've still got a full set.
Are we really going to achieve something with this?
I don't know. I really don't know. But if they think I've fallen off the wagon, they might think I'm harmless, and they might take their eyes off me for long enough to let me nose around.
Whoever they are.
Who is it? Oh, hi.
We've exhumed the body. They are doing the autopsy now. I'll phone you again when I know the result.
Tom, get your backside to Prague. One way or another, I'm sure this is where it's going to end, and we need your support. We're getting in out of our depth.
My friend, be very, very careful.
Careful? Sorry, not in my vocabulary.
hope you're feeling happier now about the race of the future.
A little bit, yes. It's nice to see you again.
I thought someone should welcome you properly to Prague. I've noticed that you like to wear diamonds.
Matt gave this to me shortly before he died. I'm certainly no expert.
As in all things, the beauty and brilliance of a diamond is in the eye of the beholder.
How long have you and Mac been in business together?
Hardly any time at all.
I'm surprised he never mentioned you to me before we met in Warsaw.
I'm sure he knew many people not interesting enough to talk to you about.
What the hell are you doing here?
I could ask you the same question.
Come on.
This is magnificent.
There's been castles on this site since, before the time of Christ. This particular building dates back to the 13th century, but most of what you see is 17th century. Now, my family lived here for generations before the communists took over. In fact, the 17th century editions were done by my, I don't know how many great-grandfathers. There seems to be a bit of a security alert. As you'll see, there's a lot of very valuable antiques inside. And from time to time, we have trouble with local gangs hoping to make a quick killing in the West. Morning, Miss Anders.
Good morning, sir.
All my life, I've loved to live in the clouds. I suppose psychiatrists would say I have an elevated view of myself.
I imagine you're entitled to it. The way you seem to be able to throw money around.
You did make a prior investment into Coronado, didn't you?
Did I?
Anonymously. Oh. To the tune of $5 million.
It was a tune your husband liked to hear.
Why? What was in it for you? And why was it anonymous?
Why does it matter?
The last few weeks have been a nightmare. I would like to make some sense of it.
Everything doesn't always make sense.
It could, if you would try very hard to explain it to me.
I see that I can't patronize you or humor you. But can I trust you?
To do what?
Ah, that indeed is the question. Your husband had a dream. So do I. Aren't you a dreamer, Beth?
Clearly, you could have anything you want. What do you dream about?
I was born into a world of repression and horror. But unlike other members of my family, I was lucky. When I was quite young, fortune decreed that I should escape into a not less dishonest, but kinder world. That old dream of your pioneers, go west, young man, for me became a reality. Then, to our amazement, times changed. The ones that got away were able to come back. So I seized my chance to get a little rich. And thanks to people like Mac, to wreak revenge on the system.
Revenge. As in success is the best revenge?
You nearly ruined my entire investigation. For the last time, tell me what you saw there.
Do stop stomping around, you'll wear a hole in the carpet. I told you, I saw nothing in the castle that was the least bit interesting.
Oh, liar.
That's your trick.
How can you expect me to tell you what's going on? It seems you're playing some stupid game of your own.
I am playing no damn game! You seem to have forgotten, young lady, that my best friend was murdered. My boss died under dubious circumstances, to say the very least, and I was almost blown to bits. And you have contributed nothing except a string of lies at every step of the way and committed indiscriminate mayhem in the process.
Well, if you can't stand the heat, then get out of the kitchen.
Yeah, well, Philby never taught you that.
Okay. I am KGB. And we are investigating the theft of probably $1 billion worth of uncut diamonds from a high-security vault in central Siberia. We think maybe Vincent has a deal with someone in Coronado to get these diamonds undetected out into the West, out of the hands of the police and the Russian mafia. We have no proof. Now, your turn.
No. No, what I know, I am going to tell the police.
Pour me a drink.
Straight vodka?
What else?
We call this the Pavlova room.
Lovely.
Why don't you sit over here?
So, it was your $5 million.
Not mine, exactly.
What, you invested it on behalf of clients?
Yes, okay, if you like.
Russian rubles. You could launder that couldn't be declared legally.
What does it matter? Isn't it enough that I could help Mac out of a hole? If it hadn't been for me, there would be no Coronado.
Yes. And he might still be alive.
What do you mean?
That maybe one of your clients didn't want him to succeed.
Oh, that's totally crazy. Why would they throw their money away?
None of it makes any sense. Well, at least in a little while, one thing will be clear.
What?
Whether or not Mac actually died of natural causes.
What are you talking about?
police have exhumed his body. I will get the results of the autopsy as soon as I get back to Prague.
Take off your clothes.
I beg your pardon?
Take off your clothes.
Actually, I prefer something a little more romantic.
Romantic waste time. When you're hungry, you eat. I prefer romantic afterwards.
Now, where was I?
You were wondering if you could trust me.
Ah, yes. To do what? Your health. But first of all, a question. How much did you love your husband?
It's a very strange question.
There isn't much time left. I have to be direct.
Yes, and very soon I have to go back to Prague.
And what the hell is she investigating? But enough of my morning. This is your time.
McAlpine didn't die of a heart attack.
Yeah?
He was poisoned. I don't know how it was administered.
Right. Yeah, thanks. Bye. Thanks very much. You're welcome.
Harlow?
Peter.
You okay?
Yes, I'm okay. That was just a stunt.
Why?
Well, I was stalling for time, and I've just got proof of what I was waiting for. McAlpine was murdered. Poison.
Murdered?
Yeah. Full investigation's underway into his death and Ike's. Look, Peter, this is a little embarrassing, but can I race tomorrow?
If you're sober, you race.
Coronado is worth nothing. And even if I'm prepared to buy it and guarantee your future...
It's not the wine, is it?
No, it isn't the wine.
You poisoned me.
I told you there isn't much time.
How? Why do you want it so badly? Why could you?
Gary, what are you getting yourself into?
Me? I guess we're in this together.
What are you doing?
Alexis. Tom, what the hell's going on?
Sorry, John. I've had to arrest your friend. I got information about her. She's no more Russian than I am. Her real name is Alice Decker. She works for a South African diamond cartel. I need to question her about some mysterious deaths. You should keep better company. Good luck for the race.
Johnny, there you are. Now look, you've got to go to the office to sign on, last minute change and all that sort of thing. Okay?
Okay, I'll be right there. Oh, and Peter, don't run off after the race. I may need you.
Yeah, sure. But don't be long, all right? 5 minutes. Okay.
Yeah, Paul Van Sant, please.
Hello.
Mr. Van Sant. Johnny Harlow.
Mr. Harlow. Shouldn't you be racing?
I've been out sightseeing.
Bright lights, big city.
Bright lights, big fortune. In stolen diamonds. Thought you'd like to know I'm speaking to you from the Coronado Transporter.
So, you've got them now.
Mr. Van Sant, I'm on to you. I know exactly what you're up to, chapter and verse. Now, I've got a job to do right now. But if you want to stop me going to the police, you and I have to meet today.
Mr. Harlow, you're in no position to threaten anybody. If you want to see Beth McAlpine alive again, you'd better follow my instructions.
Right. I need a wheel change. Don't I?
Track your runs in first place. Harlow never more than a car's length behind. The team needs this first and second for the Constructors' title, but judging by the pace these two men are setting, we have a personal battle here that is taking the race to the limits. Good for spectators, but worrying for the team. The speed needs no words. Track your Harlow, a gap to Collins Miller, let's go round. Track your Harlow. And Harlow moves around the outside of Tracker. Harlow first, Tracker second. I doubt that Tracker will want to stay second. The team needs first and second, but I don't think that either of those two drivers will suit the team or being second. Harlow, Tracker, Collins, Miller. Has a happy ending. The first and second, when confirmed, secures the team at the Constructors' Championship, and I would assume their financial future.
We have some unfinished business, don't we? Huh? Come on, out you get. Smile at the good people. You just won the championship. Come on, you bastard. You're going to take us to full Vincennes. Come on, move. Do it. Not now, Peter. Come on.
Johnny, listen.
Shut up. Shut up! Don't lie to me, Peter. I'll blow your bloody brains out. What do you know about Vincennes and his diamonds?
Don't know anything about diamonds. I'm just a racing team manager, for God's sake. You've got to believe me.
Well, I've got to believe somebody. What have you got on board, a spare?
Yeah, the demo.
Fuel?
Yeah, there's plenty.
Then give me a hand with this bag of bones.
Come on.
Come on, we've got to get out of here. Vincennes is holding back.
Why us? Why Coronado?
Well, they were in trouble.
Vincennes bought a stake in the company, saving Mac and giving himself access to whacking great transporters that crisscross national borders throughout the... You don't tell it anybody. We hardly ever get searched. It makes it perfect couriers for smuggling. So they needed someone on the inside. Exactly. Choose him. Indeed.
How are you? Hello. Hello. You're good, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Good.
Did you see the race?
Yes, I see the race.
Yeah? Do you want to see the cars?
Yes, I like to see the car.
Johnny, what is all this? This is just a little extra insurance.
Good afternoon.
Paul, we have a problem. You do have the merchandise.
You do have the money.
Of course.
And I, of course, have the diamonds. Don't I, Mr. Harlan?
Well, now, Mr. Van Sen, that's not strictly speaking accurate. Possession is 9/10 of the law.
But then we agreed to keep the law out of it, didn't we?
Lad, time to sing for your supper.
Come on.
Why don't you show these nice people where diamonds? But first things first, Mr. Van Sen. I have covered the transporter with gasoline. And the whole kit and caboodle will go sky high, including your diamonds. If you don't let Beth come over here right now.
No, but I think it only fair that we should verify the presence of the diamonds first, don't you?
Gary, open the canister. There you are, Mr. Van Sen. Your diamonds.
I'd like to check the diamonds.
Pick up the money and get rid of these jokers! It's all glass!
I warned you, Harlow. It was Dracula! That! Not a crime to smuggle broken glass.
No. But there's this little matter of murder.
So what kept you so long?
Now, that's a full house. Yeah, you liked it, eh? Searching. I'm dreaming. Is this the love? Ja, kom aan, Oliver. Sag mal deine Karte.
Bye-bye.
A little memento. Might bring you luck.
Take care. Just tell me one thing.
Yeah, I can.
What do I have to do to get a teddy bear?
Where to next?
Back to England to spend a few days in the country with Mummy, then off to Moscow to sort out the Siberian end of things.
Tomorrow